Hello, my name is Alexis Newman, and I am re recording my speech 2 about Spain. Due to my lighting not being uniform, I had no good preview and no. I had a good preview, but I didn't have an attention getter. My statement was not put in the right order, and I was reading verbatim. Um, to begin this speech, I would like to start off with the cultures of Spain. The cultures of Spain are European cultures that are based on a variety of historical influences, such as ancient Rome. When the Carthaginians came to the land around 300 BCE, they called it Hispania, which meant the land of the rabbits. Spanish is the second most widely spoken language in the world. Spain was actually once a number of separate kingdoms that had different languages. And the Spanish language derives directly from the Vulgar Latin and has minor influences from pre Roman languages. They celebrate many different religions and holidays. About 79% of Spaniards identify as belonging to the Roman Catholic religion, while only 13.6% of them actually go to church. It sounds a lot like us. An important Spanish holiday is Semana Santa, which means Holy Week, which is celebrated before Easter. The Spaniards also hold celebrations to honor their local saints in churches, cities, and towns and villages. They decorate the streets, build bonfires, set off fireworks, hold large parades, bullfights, and many different beauty pageants. Sort of how us Americans have our ways of having festivals and fairs for every holiday that comes around, or different parades. There is a Spanish New Year custom. They call it the 12 grapes. It is celebrated by eating one grape with their family for each bell strike of the clock of the New Year. This is different. I've never heard of anything like that, and I never knew grapes were widely celebrated in Spain. They have a lot of sports that are familiar to us. Football, or as they call it, or as we call it, soccer, is the most popular sport in Spain. They have many teams such as the FC Barcelona, the Athletic Club, the Valencia CF. Art, Spain breeds art. Pablo Picasso, Salvador Dali, which are two of the many most important artists of the 20th century, and they were both Spanish. Cuisine. The Spaniards like to dine on many different cuisines, such as from Roman and Jewish traditions. Pork has also been a popular dish for centuries, and several of the native foods of the Americans were introduced to Europe through Spain. Many dishes often include potatoes, tomatoes, peppers, and beans. An essential ingredient to the real Spanish cooking, however, is olive oil. Do you know Spain produced 44% of the world's olives? Some people often think it's Italy. You can enjoy a meal in the oldest restaurant in Spain's capital, Madrid. This restaurant has been awarded title of world's oldest restaurant by the Guinness World Records, and it opened back in 1725. There's many subcultures in Spain, such as the punk subculture, which began in 1978 after they revolted after Franco's dictatorship during a violent political period after the dictator died in 1975. Many of the revolt came from the hurt and pain they felt from his death. Many punk style people have organized meetings such as the Marino Metro Station on Friday nights. They enjoy each other's company and discuss politics. In Catalonia, one of the centers of oppression against Franco, the punk movement came from the suppression of the Catalan language and the flag during the dictatorship. Overall, we have discussed many different cultures, religions, holidays, sports, arts, different cuisines, and subcultures, and such as the punk subculture. Thank you for listening.